So, what does it mean to find your own voice? I'm right here. This is my recliner. I'm gonna hear a little background noise with the cars. Just kind of comfortable where I'm at with my generic, very basic, non-fancy, novice YouTuber account here. All right. I'm gonna get real fancy. I'm gonna learn all that secret stuff. The words coming up with the music and all that, but grassroots, man. You know. So, just wanna bring this topic up. Okay. I'm always into provoking people's thought paradigms, shaking it up. Whatever the masses are thinking too much, like sheeple or whatever, I'm gonna challenge that and try to pick at it and actually show a lot of times that most belief system and structures are very collapsible, can be completely destroyed by a person who has a very high intellect, very high cerebral and mental capacity, okay? And with the intent not to be cynical or pessimistic, but to liberate, okay? There is nothing holy or peaceful or resonates with the word balance and freedom with a certain set of thoughts or belief systems that's set in motion thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, whatever, and just kept going, and people just like dip, 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 dip. Yes, that is the truth. Dip, 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 dip. I am a robot. When people will stuff it down inside and suppress it to save face and not be the oddball or the rebel within that circle, they bite their tongue about so many unanswered things that their guru, pastor, shaman, spiritual leader, or holy book is saying that they know makes absolutely no goddamn sense whatsoever. Alright? So that's something I want to get off my chest, and that actually wasn't even the intent of why I'm making this video. So that's just something that's just off the fly. I just wanted to express. But what does it mean to find your voice? When people think of voice, they think automatically this physical expression from this throat, from the voice box. Find your voice. Oh, I was speaking like this for years. Now I'm speaking like this, or speaking like this. I'm not trying to be funny, but people, that's what finding your voice mean. Going to a voice coach and finding out how you can make your voice feel more natural, more high pitch, or more soprano, or deeper, right? There's some relation to that we'll get into of relevance to that, I would say, okay, in finding your voice. But always remember that your voice first is an intention in your mind. Starts in your mind. Just like when you say, I'm going to walk across the street to the store. Most of y'all never even took time to look in awe for in awe. They say shock and awe and admiration of something, like, wow. Most of y'all who might not meditate or be into higher thought or pausing in the gap of awareness to really appreciate life and look at something from a profound state that you normally don't do. Just take the time to think, like, say, before I'm about to walk, go to the store, pick up this cup or whatever, just pause and say, wow, looking at all these things in operation, is starting from this force within. Some people say brain, some people say it's the heart, but something, nervous system, sends a command, pick up this plant. Now I picked up this plant. This is one of my favorite plants. Her name is Leela. She's a survivor too, super strong. We also have Dottie. But anyway, not to go off the topic. It's like so it starts with a force or an intention in the non-physical realm, and there's a command for that non-physical to do something in this physical realm. So the same with the voice, is something of a mental projection. So when they say finding your voice, it more so means speaking your truth, something that's coming from your heart, from your solar plexus, deep from within your belly. This is what I feel, this is what I believe. This is even your physiology start moving when you're speaking about it. That's speaking your voice. So that's what that really means. And how to go about that is a process like anything else. There's meditation, there's deep relaxation, there's journaling, the path of self-development, whatever, and being true to yourself, your own uniqueness, until you find a system of beliefs and living that's holistically aligned with yourself to say, this is me. And when you find that equilibrium with that, and balance and ultimate comfort with that, then naturally you find your voice. Your voice is the expression from that, from your own heart budding inside and saying, wow, I'm feeling the real me. I'm feeling this alignment with my higher self. My soul energies coming in. The messages for me, so then that's when you find, now how it relates to what I said with the physical kind of sound of voice earlier. So yeah, when that happens, when you find your voice, and I know what voice, I just spent 5 minutes on saying what that kind of voice means from the mental realm, you find that, then yeah, your physical voice might actually change. You might have noticed you've been talking more nasal for a long time because you're holding back thoughts or talking with a. Many people talk, you can tell like they holding themselves. I can't imitate somebody holding their voice back because I'm not a person that ever hold my voice back. So that's hard for me to even imitate. Ever so expressive, super Sagittarius, 1976 dragon. That's another form of a Sagittarius. Like, imagine that. I'm a dragon in Chinese astrology and a Sagittarius. And I could go into some African astrology of the deity that I'm connected to, that's just the worst of the most super Sagittarius energy. So I'm like 7th chakra, 7th heaven plane type of, you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing that could muffle my voice. I could muffle my own voice if I wanted to. Sometimes I tell myself, shut the fuck up. Gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying? Way more of a gift. But I went off track a little bit, sidetrack, but you may notice that, yeah, your physical voice might actually change, but that is just first the changes from a heart level, you feeling the real you, and then the mental, transformation, feeling authentic power aligned. And then of course your physical voice is going to sound, for some people, for a woman, her voice might sound more sweet and moving and just so, you ever like if I'm talking to a straight man or a lesbian woman, or even if you're a gay man, whatever, and you appreciate the beauty of the woman, but you're like, nah, I just can't physically see myself. But you ever hear some woman, like, not only physically beautiful, but it's like their voice is like a melody. It's like a melody of chimes and bells or something. Like, it's just so soothing. A confident, beautiful woman, it's like her voice becomes a lot more sweet. Influences on a not seductive tone, but almost like, you ever seen the cartoons back in the days with the Pepe Le Pew when he's floating through the air with the hearts in his eyes, like, you know, like, not trying to be sexist and saying that a woman has to be with the seductive, you know what I'm trying to say, sweet, soothing, powerful at the same time. With a man, it might be a deeper, coming from his chest or abdomen, and people are like, damn, it's like this person hit another level of puberty at 30 something. His voice is deeper now, you know. Might not even be deeper. It might be more clear, and I don't have to talk expressive and dun dun dun. It's like just more quiet and pause and reflecting. Drop some knowledge, and you know, a person might find their voice, like, for many years they might have just been belligerent and always trying to push and all that, and it's just like when they find a true balance with themselves, their true voice, it's like, wow, I express myself 5 times better. Just simple, calmer voice, flow, pause, drop it heavy, use my physiology of hands and eyes, and right, and that combination, it's all part of the voice. Voice is just that we hear right here physically, is the physical manifestation. It's all communication. It's all, you know, you could say something on like this, look at somebody and go, you know, words came out. You could say that same thing too. That's it. What does that say? Well, right? I was about to do something, like, I'm not going to even do it. But I don't want to do that. You know, in the middle, the bird, right? We keep this video clean. Everybody knows what that means, flipping the bird. I can do that with my hands, my mean face when I do it. Or I can say it, right? It's all communication. So your voice, your physical voice becomes in sync with your mental voice, your physiology, everything, and it just becomes, you become one productive and effective communicator. So that wraps it up there on what it means to find your voice. Find your voice. And many people, on an unconscious level, there's the voice of the ego, which is the facade of defense mechanisms of when he was wounded, voices of other people that yelled at them and made them feel fearful, or some religious leader or some ex-lover, and it's like you speaking unconscious stuff that's blocking your real voice. It's an ego voice. It's a synthetic, you know. Clear all that out and find your true voice. All right. It's Jordan Noble with Noble Truth TV. Dropping some gems of wisdom on y'all. All right. Subscribe, leave some comments. Peace.